Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. We're glad to have you back. Glad to sense your presence. Glad to feel your spirit in the place tonight. Yes. 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 We're going to talk about something tonight to clarify your mind, to open your perception, to change your outlook, and hopefully bring some truth your way. Yes. Are you ready? Do you have your mind prepared? Do you have your soul prepared? Do you have your heart prepared? Well, let's go. Tonight, I want to talk to you about a little bit of something, about a subject called, my subject for tonight is the manipulation of a nation. I said the manipulation of a nation. Yes. I'm making this video on the 4th of July night. And right now the fireworks are going off outside my house. My neighbors up and down the street are celebrating what they call Independence Day. The day America declared its independence. So what does that mean? American independence. Oh, I know what the history books say, but you know I come from a spiritual perspective. I come from a spiritual standpoint. I come from a spiritual outlook. We're talking about the manipulation of a nation today. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight, but I want to talk to you about some things tonight. Something hopefully that's going to enlighten you about this world, this matrix that we are in. I'm going to talk to you about 3 subjects, 3 manipulations that govern this reality, that govern this matrix, that govern you, and that govern me. And how the manipulation is a type of witchcraft. And it's being used on you and me. And better yet, I'm going to tell you how to break free from that spell. Yes. First of all, I want to deal with the money aspect. I'm going to tell y'all something that y'all probably already know. And that all currency is digital. There is no such thing as backing for the currency. There is no such thing as gold backing or the gold standard. You probably know this. You history buffs probably already know this. There is no such thing as backing for this money. So then why are we paying taxes if money is digital? Why are we having debt if money is digital? Why are bill collectors calling you if money is digital? You know, if they want to build a skyscraper in the middle of New York or Chicago, and it costs, oh, I don't know, $17 billion. Do you think they really have to come up with that money? No. They simply type it in a computer. There you go, $17 billion. Money's digital. When you go to your car dealership, when you go to your bank, when you go to your mortgage lender, and you take out a loan for a house or a car or whatever, they type some numbers in a computer. There you go. $270,000 for your house. Do you not know you have just sold yourself into slavery? You have just sold yourself into debt slavery. Oh, slavery is alive and well, but it is not physical slavery. There are different types of non-physical slavery. That is slavery on your mind, slavery of the mind, slavery of the pocket, and yes, even slavery of the soul. We're talking about money, media, and religion. The slavery with no chains. It is the slavery with no chains. Slavery for the mind, slavery for the pocket, and slavery for the soul. This is the manipulation of a nation. You see, they have this little thing called banks. And they have this other little thing called world banks. And the ones that are ruling this world banks are the ones that are in control. The ones that are running the world banks are the ones that are truly in control. And these banks typically use digital currency, which is currency that is just floating out in cyberspace. It does not exist until you agree to it. You see, they don't have to raise money. They don't have to make money. They don't have to do anything to do what they want to do. They simply type it in digitally, and it's there. In order to keep you in debt, they type the money in digitally. In order to cause you to have tax debt, they type the money in digitally. Did you know if you hire someone to do your taxes and they misrepresent you on their taxes and cause you to get audited and cause you to have to owe, even though you had good intentions, even though you was trying to do your taxes right? This is why you hire a tax professional, to make sure your taxes were done right. But let's just say that tax professional misrepresented you, possibly working for the government. And you call the IRS and says, I was misrepresented on my taxes. You know what their response will be? Did you sign the return? And you say, well, yeah, but I wasn't sure. That's why I hired a professional, because I wanted to make sure they were doing it, and they didn't. So they're responsible, right? The answer will be no, they are not responsible. You are responsible because you signed it. In my opinion, this is criminal at the highest degree, because what is a signature? A signature is nothing but lines on a paper. You see, they implement the signature so so they can hold you hostage. The signature is the chain that binds you to the slavery. You see, when you sign for a car or a house, you are basically putting shackles on yourself by the signature. This reason for the signature is so you won't have the freedom to change your mind. Because once you sign something, it takes away your freedom, right? So therefore, if it takes away your freedom to change your mind, technically you are in slavery. It is a sneaky way they have concocted to put you and to keep you in slavery. So when the IRS decides not to go after the person who did your taxes, but to go after you, and you were only trying to do your taxes the right way, and the other person who did your taxes, whom you paid probably a hefty fee, will walk away scot-free. This is the manipulation of a nation. When you sign for a house or a car, they digitally attach your name to a number. And because of this, you have just signed yourself, have just shackled yourself into what they call debt slavery. They have tricked you into thinking that you're making headway when really you are losing ground. You see, the banks came up with the idea of debt. The idea of debt literally keeps them on top and keeps you on the bottom. It's not that they're smarter than you. It's not that they're better than you. It's not that they're wiser than you. It's not that they're working harder than you. It's just that they have dumbed you down. They have put a string on you, on your body, and caused you to be this debt puppet. You see, there's this little thing called this bank, for lack of a better word, called the Federal Reserve. And see, whoever, I think the last person I remember was Alan Greenspan, but whoever is in head of the Federal Reserve decides how much money is in circulation. And the reason they give for doing this is they don't want to put too much money in circulation because it may throw off stability. They don't want to put too little money in circulation because it may throw off the stability of the land. So they have to have just enough money in circulation to keep the debt slaves working. Yes. Yes. If you have signed for a house, if you have signed for a car, if you have signed for anything and make payments on it, you have just put shackles on yourself. and become a debt slave. Now, I am not against money, but I am against manipulation of innocent, hardworking people. You see, these people will tell you, these rich people will tell you, I got where I am because I worked hard. I got where I am because I didn't take any days off. I got where I am because I was just diligent. But how many people do you know that are still struggling, who work hard every day? How many people you know that are still struggling, who don't take any days off? How many people you know that are still struggling, are very diligent, but yet they seem to not get anywhere? Where some people just seem to coast to the top. It is because they are the chosen ones. They only allow so many people to rise to the top for the simple fact to create envy in the community, especially the minority community. This is why a lot of minority communities, there's just a few people that make it to a point where they're making good money and doing really good, but the majority are middle class. And then right below that is the lower middle class and the poor. Do you think this is by accident, or is this a manipulation of a nation? In other words, is this by design? Think about it. You see, money, I am all for the agreement, in agreement for the energy of money. And you see, the energy and the frequency of money has nothing to do with their money. It's just that we have agreed to use their money. But the energy and the frequency of abundance is a spiritual thing. And you must line up with that frequency and that energy of abundance. And then you will be abundant, regardless what currency is in circulation. But you must know this, that this monetary system that we have is not an accident. It is by design. It is the manipulation of a nation. Let's move on to the next subject. Media. The media is just another arm of the octopus. Just like money is an arm of the octopus, the media is an arm of the. There's actually 8 arms, but I'm not going to go through all 8 of them today, like government and all of this other stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you about 3 of the arms. One of them is the money banking system, the monetary debt system, through taxes and debt, keeping you a debt slave through digital currency, not gold. It is not backed by gold, but through digits in a computer with your name attached to it. And you agreed to that. The manipulation of a nation. The media. What does the media stand for? Making everybody dumb in America. I said, what does media stand for? Making everybody dumb in America. In other words, the media, by design, is trying to dumb you down and shape your opinion. Instead of shaping your own opinion, you allow media to shape your opinion. You allow media to tell you what to believe. You allow media to tell you what the truth is. Media has shaped the belief system of this nation. It shapes what you believe and what you think. Media is the mysterio of this nation. And because of media, this nation has been dumbed down, and it has put on another shackle because the manipulation of belief. If you are awakened, if you are aware, if you see what's really going on, you can see right through the media, making everybody in America dumb. So, this is a manipulation of the nation. The banking debt system, the media have turned us all into slaves. We are slaves and we don't even know it. Yes, I could talk about the pharmaceutical, the governmental. These are all arms of the system. Now, these people that are working within these arms, many of them do not realize what they are doing. They are just in the arms. They're just the tentacles in the arms of the octopus. Some of them do, but some of them have been programmed. Most of them are programmed and asleep. Most of the people that work in the banks, some of them know, some of them don't. Some of them know deep within their heart what it is. I beg to believe that most people that work in these tentacles have some idea what's going on. Yes, the pharmaceutical industry, the governmental industry, the money debt industry, the media, and last but not least, religion. Religion, mainstream religion, is just a shackle on your soul. You see, media is a shackle on your mind. The money debt system is a shackle on your pocket. And religion is a shackle on your soul. And they have manipulated these systems to keep you in slavery. Yes. So, what is religion doing? It simply keeps you from knowing who you really are, from knowing that you are a light being and you can co-create with the Father in heaven, and you can co-create with God, that you are a part of Source, that you are a light, and that you have no reason to be in debt. That debt was brought upon you. You didn't do it to yourself. It was brought upon you. That media is trying to dumb you down and not let you realize who you are by keeping you in fear and lying to you. And religion is trying to put you in fear and steer you down the wrong road. It actually gets in the way of you and God. It actually gets between you and God. It is the manipulation of a nation. So, this octopus has many arms. And if I was to go down the list, it would be exactly 8. Money debt system, religion, media, pharmaceutical, governmental, and there are 3 more. I'll find those out and give them to you later. But there are 8 tentacles, and they have wrapped their arms around this nation. And they are sucking the life out of the citizens in this nation. Yes. But as always, I come back with some good news. The good news is you are a light being. The good news is you are connected to source. The good news is you are awakened and you can see through the veil. You can see what's going on. You can see what's being done. You can see the lies. You can see the fear mongering. You can see the manipulation to put you in bad situations. You can see it because you are awakened. How do you counter this? Somebody say, I can see it, but what is the use in seeing it? Because the fact of the matter is, they know people are waking up and they know people can see it. So the next step is they're saying, well, you see what we're doing. You see what we're doing, but what are you going to do about it? Ain't nothing you can do about it. You're just one person. What are you going to do about it? The truth is, you must go within. The truth is, you must connect the source, which is more powerful than the system, which has more than the system has. It has more light than the system has. In fact, it is what shines the light on the darkness. You must go within and connect with source. You must become a spiritual person. Because if you are relying on their monetary system, if you are relying on their media, if you are relying on their religion, you are in slavery. You have been manipulated into putting shackles on your own self. Yes. But you must leave all of that and find God for yourself. Find the universe. Find source. Find the infinite spirit, and he is within you. And remember, the verse says, he who is within you is greater than he who is in the world. Yes, he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. And you must go there and expand from there. And then that is only when you become unstoppable in this manipulation of a nation. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. Just wanted to give y'all a quick message and let y'all know that this is the manipulation of a nation through the money debt system, through the media, making everybody dumb in America, and the religious system that is basically a social club, something for people to belong to. And it gets in your way of God. And it operates strictly on tradition and what somebody is telling you. Find God for yourself. Seek God for yourself. Go within and become a spiritual person. You don't have to shut yourself off from the world. Just become spiritual. That's all you have to do. Because you must be set free. And the truth will set you free. The truth of who you are will set you free. Not the truth of who they say you are, but the truth of you resonating with who you are. Not even what I'm saying, but who you resonate with who you are. Those who are free indeed. If you go within and find God and become a spiritual person and not relying on them. Are you in debt tonight? Are you seeing through the media lies? Are you seeing through the religious lies? Are you seeing how the pharmaceutical industry and this medical industry, how some doctor or nurse gets rich and lives lavishly of people getting sick and injured, of people getting sick? You got one person living lavish off of people getting sick. The manipulation of a nation. Watch yourself out there. Go within, find God. He is the greatest light. He is the greatest power. He is the greatest truth. And He is within you. He is that light within you. Stop falling for the manipulation and start finding the Father in heaven. Well, I said I wasn't going to hold y'all long tonight. I just wanted to give y'all a little information on the manipulation of a nation and how to unshackle yourself from this madness of manipulation. Well, that's my video for tonight. I will see you again on the next video. Until then, y'all take care of yourself and don't fall for the manipulation of a nation. God bless. I'll see you next time.